This is amazing property up here.
Man, you guys are being dumb.
Yeah, what would a crow know?
Hey, might end up in the pond. Well, like if you're in the basement watching a Packer game, your refrigerator with beer in it, you've got one right next to you and one upstairs. Which one are you going to go to get your beer? So, how'd you like the tour?
Loved it. Very beautiful down here. Very different than where I'm from, but it's...
Wow. Hey guys, Kapper here. Welcome back. So this is where we left off at on part one. Derek Rod came down all the way from northeast Wisconsin on his way through the area. I gave him a property tour. We're about halfway through the tour, but the second half is going to be way cooler than the first half. So first we're going to start and go about a half mile on this new trail in the bottom, and then we're going to check trail cams on another 3 or 4 plots yet up in the opposite direction on the farm. So join us for some fun scenery, conversation. It's the first time we ever met. We've been communicating for a couple of years, but let's get some scenery and fresh air. Thanks. Several wet creeks, you know, down here that run through here. Just ran this with the back plate on the tractor not too long ago, so it still needs a little work in. See the rock formations there? That's pretty. I know there's some up here on the other side. This is a section that we had logged. Okay.
That looks great for being in the automobile industry with that.
And this was actually, I had them cut this a little bit heavier since it's kind of pushing to the next property over that way.
Yeah. I wasn't riding the track loader down here putting this road in.
Yeah.
That'd be great for the back.
Yeah. This was tough finding a place to get through this little tiny pinch here. You see how steep that one is?
Yeah.
It's just so pretty down here though. That's pretty neat over there.
Hey, Kapper's coming. We better get scars.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
This road, it goes another ways up, but we're gonna go up here and just down that way. There ain't a whole lot. Sure, it's just all overgrown woods in it. gotta, you know, get more reins on them. Get settled down. I'm gonna run the tractor over this weekend.
Because you said they were using this for logging too, right? Down here? Like, it looks great after logging. Because you did some fixing these, didn't you?
Yeah, the roads, they had them all rutted up. So we added that tower this year.
Okay.
This one, so that here again, I have more opportunity.
Hey, you do know that it's a trap, right?
Yeah, right, man. What do you know?
To hunt this one.
Is this one of the plots that your guys got a turkey on this year? Was down in here?
It was this direction. I don't think it was this plot though.
Man, this is amazing property up here, brother. We've had an amazing hunt. Just brought my son-in-law down here for his first time ever, brother. You're way taller than me, brother. But, hey, man, we really appreciate this. And one last thing that I've got to do.
Oh, I moved this camera. That's right. I'm gonna work my camera. You see all the rocks in there. That's how they all are. Gotta make this one quite as drive-up friendly. Hey, might end up in the pond.
There you go.
She's trying to hold water, but it's been hot and dry again.
You put this one in this year too? Or was that
Yep.
last year?
This year. I put three of them in this year. Got $500 each for them. Can't beat that.
Yeah, so June of next year they'll be looking great.
No, they'll be looking good. A week of heavy rains and they'll be full.
Yeah.
And then, then they're permanent. I didn't show you my first water hole in that West Mineral site.
Is that the first one you put in with the mini X?
Yes, that was hard digging, but it's full. I mean, it looks beautiful. Critters love it. Now we're gonna go out on the North Ridge.
So how many months before you stopped getting lost as you were driving around here?
We got the main trail system. We got a feel for it now.
Yeah.
And I'm constantly adding cut throughs and cut across trails.
It's smart to cut a couple roads down on those bottoms because, like, man, you get one gunshot deer or something, you know, that thing's running down the hill on the bottom, and then you gotta drag that thing out of move.
Yeah, and that bottoms are just thick, overgrown, you know, nasty. All right, I put a brand new one right here.
Man, you guys are being dumb.
Yeah, what would a crow know?
This whole tower's all brand new this year. We didn't even hunt this plot last year. Let's see, it's on the right one, 32.
What'd you go with for your new cameras? The stealth cameras?
Stealth, yeah. Got some nice bucks that are using this water hole already. This was the third one that I built.
Is this the one that they had the camera on the tree goofy or something like that?
And
Okay.
I'm not even sure. Let's see, that's an old camera. I'm not even sure I got it right, but it's better. And that's the thing with the 360. It's got the zones, you know, and some take a little better than the other ones.
Sure.
Like, I want to get that water. I want to get them drinking in it, but I might need to lower the cam just a smidge, but we'll see how this round goes. This one's doing pretty good for water.
Yeah, sure enough tracks.
Yeah, most of the stuff. That's probably one of the things that all the property owners that I've talked to over the years, people don't fully respect water. Just how good of an improvement it is to your property.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like especially if it's a little bit drier like this, like
Oh,
it's limited.
gosh,
It's
yeah.
limited resource. Probably more than the food.
These creeks are all dry. You know, we got a few springs around the property, but I double them up with the food because it's like a 1-2, attraction. You know, like if you're in the basement watching a Packer game and your refrigerator with beer in it, you've got one right next to you and one upstairs. Which one are you going to go to get your beer, you know? Right?
For sure. It's like the only thing on our farm that's, I mean, food we could definitely do a lot better, get more food plots in, but like water, we got like a quarter-mile of frontage on the Chippewa River, plus a Huron Creek that runs through it, and a swamp. Like they got water for days.
No, that's good. But I will tell you, I've done some client properties like that. You'd be surprised, they might have the riverfront, or whatever, but you put a little one in the woods by itself, and they're likely to use that.
Okay, that's good to know.
We've had several up in Illinois with like a creek running through it, and year-round creek, but the creek is deep and is steep.
Yeah.
And they're down in there, they can't really see, and so when you put one out there in different spots, sometimes I don't know the magic. Sometimes I'll put two, let's say 200 yards apart, and they will just hammer one and they won't really mess with the other one.
Huh.
But I guarantee they'll use them. When the creeks run, they're still hitting the water in holes.
That makes sense. They're eating. They're right here. The water's right here. Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh man, I love looking at the trail cam videos.
Well, you got those tower stands dialed in now, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I lost Phil this year, so me and Sharon got a thing going. I think we did 4 more this year. And yeah, we got it down pat now where we can build one of them in about an hour and a half.
We pretty much got all shadow hunters on our property, and like we go out there, take the stand out on the forks, and then lay it down outside. Put the 14-foot long 4x4s in there. Put a couple cross braces and tip it up with an ATV and winch. Man, that's a whole flipping production.
Yeah.
Doing it on the shorter legs and taking the whole thing off the tractor, it's way easier.
I've had people ask me, why don't you just build them out in the field? It's just...
Oh, it's a lot more fun. I mean, by fun, I mean sketchy.
Yeah, exactly.
We may have a stand that's got a dent in it. It fell off the foot.
That's an overflow. If we ever sell a piece, I'd sell up in front. I'll take you down there. I got 2 roads here, but it's just a clearing. We got paid to do cost share on it.
Sure. For the sled to come to region?
Yeah. So, like I said, we got to sell a couple lots up in the front. That's like a plan D. I made some clearings and got a couple lots that are at least somewhat ready, at least access. Now, if I want to, I could take roads like this and gravel them, or use creek gravel. That's cheaper.
Yeah.
But you could still get up here with a pickup truck if you laid this with gravel. Was that you? Were you pushing the brake?
No, I'm just pressing on the floor.
Yeah, this was a sketchy one, man. I almost got in trouble with the dozer up on top of this.
Yeah, that's a no-doubter for a hill,
And
my friend.
the thing is that you know, that dozer doesn't have a hydraulic, so like a normal dozer, you just cut as you go, you know.
Right.
So if your hillside's like this, you just cut. Well,
Angle the blade.
that one, no, you got to make your own flat spot first to get it going. And that's a little bit challenging. Right, a couple more bottom plots here. I'm sure you've seen the one over there.
Yeah, that was your first bottom one was over here, right? And this is your new one?
Yeah. This one, the cell cam ain't working. It's just not quite. Hopefully it's taking video, so. Yeah, there's an old farm pond right here.
Okay.
So they already got water on this one.
So did they run cattle on this farm once upon a time?
Probably, yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, you get a blue heron.
Got a what?
You get a blue heron in there right now.
Oh, alright. Yeah. Here again.
And a wood duck. Nice wood duck drink.
Nice. Look at how pretty this looks. This was woods a couple months ago. No soil amendments, no nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that other bottom plot, I put a antenna extension up,
Yeah.
and so that works. That's probably what I need for this one. Somebody was telling me, one of the guys selling these was that these new ones, he said they really pull in the signal better. I'm not sure what my aim is on that one. We'll find out. Start looking at them. What do you think, man?
Oh wow. That's really pretty out here. Really pretty. Like I said, a little different than Wisconsin.
Yeah.
A little drier, a little rockier.
I always loved the northern Wisconsin area, though, man. It's such a pretty country up there.
Yeah, it's in my blood between the giant white pines and the tannin stained rivers.
Yeah, I know the rivers. I love how they're dark. Yeah.
And I just got out of like Arkansas going up through the Ozarks and like, man, that's pretty down there too.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's one of the few places left anywhere where you can still afford any land. That's a place like this in Wisconsin. I mean, it'd probably be $10 million. That's the seep right there.
Okay.
That's year round, and they hammer that. Got to pull our card off of it. Yeah, it's catch that on the way out. This one needs batteries. This was my original bottom plot.
And then this is where you got the buck last year, right?
Yeah. This one I just had the tractor and the excavator at the time. And then this year I actually made it bigger with the dozer. Yeah, see, I got the antenna up in a tree.
Sure.
And so this one sends me, you know, pictures. Alright, let's get some batteries in here. New batteries in the bottom plot. Somebody asked me recently, here you go, start filling them up. And then there's more right here.
Gotcha.
Somebody asked me about how many batteries these cameras use, and they're really not that bad if you have a good cell signal.
Oh, but if it's hunting for the tower?
Yeah, so this one I put an external antenna on, and so it uses more power to get that cell signal out. Now this one sucks the batteries. I had a solar pack on it, didn't work, so I'm going to replace that. With a solar pack, then it's no big deal.
So, how'd you like the tour?
Loved it. Very beautiful down here. Very different than where I'm from, but it's just as cool as it looks on camera.
Well,
and a little bit steeper.
Okay. Yeah. The Polaris didn't want to go up one of the trails today, so they're a little steep sometimes. But
He didn't show me the spot where he almost rolled the tractor, three-wheeling it with the log or whatever he had to bring down for Sharon.
oh, no, we didn't go on that spot.
I'm kind of glad, actually.
No, those two trails I showed, I pointed to.
Yeah.
Them are a little steep too, and Walton's Mountain. We didn't go up there.
Yep.
Because I didn't want to go up by the fence because I think deer bed up in that area. It's the weirdest place. It's up by the front of the property, but I don't know if it has something to do with that high fence there. I always see bucks up there. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. So yeah, we got steeper spots than what we hit.
Yeah, I believe it.
Well, I appreciate you coming down, man.
Yeah, it's been great.
Great to meet you finally, and glad we can give you a tour, man. Thanks for the housewarming gifts. Much appreciated.
Yeah, you and Phil and Tammy and Sharon get together, have some fun.
I know. He went and got a real job now. So.
Yeah, well, that sucks.
I know.